Hey, this is Dave Pryor. Welcome back to the Leading Agile booth here at Agile 2019. We're doing interviews all week long with folks that are making this conference happen. The speakers, thought leaders, the folks that make Agile run. And Diana Larsen is here. And I don't even know how do you describe your role and what you do? Because you've done so many things.
Well, actually, I describe it differently now than I used to.
Okay.
I used to describe myself as an author and an Agile coach and consultant.
Okay.
But in the last couple of years, I've shifted.
Okay.
I passed retirement age and got a new retirement project like people do when they retire. And now I'm a co-founder of a startup, the Agile Fluency Project. And that is, I'm learning all kinds of new things about running a different kind of business than my consultancy was. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of right at the moment, I'm sort of the general manager and marketer
but you're still all the other things.
But I'm still all the other things too.
Okay. So what, for the folks that aren't familiar with it, what is the Agile Fluency Project?
The Agile Fluency Project was formed to help people understand an article that James Shore and I wrote. First published it in 2012, and then we did an update last year in 2018 called the Agile Fluency Model. And the model is a way of thinking about how Agile teams are performing, but from a business impact perspective. It's not like a lot of the other assessments. It's not the
mechanics of delivery.
Yeah, that focus on practices or the mechanics of delivery or that kind of thing. The Agile Fluency Model looks at are businesses getting the outcomes they need for their teams and their product. And from the teams that they have, and then helps them figure out what are the investments they still need to make, the targeted investments they still need to make to help those teams perform in the way the business needs them to. So it's very different from a lot of the other assessments, and it's so it's kind of in a class by itself.
When you talk about the outcomes, can you give an example of that?
Well, so in some businesses need that ability to release at will. They've got a fast changing marketplace. It needs their product needs them to be giving frequent updates. Sometimes that's annoying to those of us who have the product, but they need that. They need that continuous flow. Well, so what does that mean that the team needs to know and do? And that's not always the same, right? From company to company, because they've already made some investments. And so in what additional ways do they need to invest rather than getting on a program and just doing a set box of, oh, we got to do all these things if you want to be Agile. This helps people be more discerning about how do I get really the business benefits I want. Another kind of business benefit is just the focus on business value. If you've got teams of people who formerly were individual contributors or got tasks handed them by managers, they may have a mindset around, I want to build what's cool. I want to build something that's going to let me learn this new language. They are unlikely to really be able to think in terms of how is my work going to contribute to the betterment of the customer and to business value for my organization. So that's a real mindset shift, right? And it takes working as a part of a team. So moving from individuals to a team, and if your business really needs your teams to be focused on what gives the most business value, then that tells me that your teams need to be in the focusing zone. And we can come in and we can talk about what do they already know how to do and what do they not know how to do yet. And again, then there's the ability
and that
to
could be
do the
anything
targeting.
From actual technical work to making sure they understand vision and company strategy and all the other stuff.
Very often it's things like, if you want to get the results that you're needing, that you tell us you need, the teams need more access to product owners or some kind of business liaison that helps them understand where this product is headed. If what they need is something different, a lot of times we see communication problems in teams. And what the teams really need is a co-located workspace. Or whether that's virtual or physical.
Right. So the company's going to provide the teams with the support, whatever kind of support they need, so that the teams can give the company what it needs from
because it's all part of a whole system. Right.
So how does this play out at the organizational level?
Well, I mean, of course, the model describes team behaviors and team proficiencies and potential business benefits. So how it plays out, so that has enormous organizational and management implications, right? Because that's where the investments need to come from. And well, actually, the investments come from both places. The teams can make some choices in their area of control and influence about what they might like to do differently to meet the goals that the business is setting out for them. But then the organization needs to make those investments. And to understand that without certain things, the team is not
going to be able to go.
I mean, I think everybody who's coached or consulted has gone into some organization where somebody in the organization is demanding continuous integration, but you go talk to the teams and they have no build server. Right.
And they can't get any money for it.
And they can't get any money for it. And, and so, where oftentimes the higher up you get in an organization, the less visibility you have to how the environment is on the ground. And so by using the Agile Fluency Model, you can get that visibility and begin to make the right investments.
So are you seeing an increase in awareness at the higher levels of the company, sort of like the systemic way that this stuff works and how not having the kind of support you need up top cripples everything at the bottom? Because that wasn't there before, right?
It wasn't there. Well, for some of us, it was there, always there. Some of us who understand organizational systems knew it was always there. And, but yeah, a lot of folks just say, oh, there's something in the team that needs to change. The rest of the organization is fine. Well, as you said, that's not how it works, really. And so, what I've seen is more interest in the Agile Fluency Model from all levels of the organization, and a growing understanding. I mean, Jeff Sutherland and the Bain guys' article in HBR, right? Understanding that this shift to more agility might be agile at the team level, but it also means the rest of the organization has to come along in some ways or another in order to make that happen. And so we have a diagnostic that we teach people how to use. And when they use that in their organization, then they get a sense of, the teams get a sense of what they want to do. But they also have a chance to ask for what they need. That they can't. I don't know if you remember circles and soup.
Yes, we've been talking about circles and soup here all week long.
Well, so there is that area that the team controls, but then beyond that,
there's limitations.
The team can only ask and hope, right, or recommend and hope, and then there's parts of the organization they can't touch at all. But their changes are impacting all those other parts of the organization.
And I'm assuming we're raising awareness at that higher level. So if I want this, the question should be, what do I have to do to be able to give them that? So we're at the Agile Fluency Project, we don't necessarily directly give that consulting and coaching to enterprises. What we do is help people who are coaches, experienced coaches, incorporate these ideas into their work and have practice. Confidence in using it. And then we connect businesses and some of our licensed facilitators so that they can work together. And you're going to have a gathering.
We are. We have had an annual gathering since, well, we really realize this is the 5th annual. So that's kind of a milestone. And this year it's going to be in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, November
4th to 6th.
4th to 6th.
I have notes. I'm prepared.
Good. And that will be an opportunity for the people who are licensed in the materials to come together, and also people who've just maybe read the article, which you can find on our homepage at agilefluency.org. Just there's a button and you get the article.
Right.
And who've read the article and are curious about how it's working to other places, or, you know, any sort of expertise level in between.
Okay.
And we all just come together and talk about the model, the suite of materials that we also offer.
Okay.
And some tips and tricks that people have an opportunity to share with each other and share their stories of when they have brought the Agile Fluency Model into an organization. Yeah, what impact has it had? What challenges did they face? Where was it easy? Where was it hard? All that kind of stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right. I have one more kind of weird question I want to ask. So you just mentioned that you're in your second career. You hit retirement age, you start up the new company.
Yeah.
Going back into like, what is it about the work that you're doing that keeps you passionate about it? Because you could just sit at home, and everybody would still talk about you, like, but you choose to be engaged, and I'm assuming that still gets you going. So what is it? What motivates you to do that?
Well, one of the things is that the vision of the Agile Fluency Project is that James and I decided we craved to see Agile done well and fit for purpose in every organization it's in. And we had this awareness that we had been able to do that in a variety of places, but we can only touch so many organizations at a time. And this is our opportunity to begin to share what we know, what has worked, and also do some mentoring and create a kind of a clearinghouse where people can exchange information between themselves. So it's a learning community among our facilitators.
Yeah.
So that's seeing people embracing the opportunity to learn and to see improvement as a result of those learnings. That's what jazzes me. That's what keeps me going.
Awesome.
And, you know, Agile coaches are my peeps. You know, it's my tribe.
To me, it's just exciting and inspiring. You know, I hope that I can maintain a way to stay engaged.
Yeah. But it's when you get to my age, it is different to begin to have kind of a more elder role, you know, a more seasoned, or, you know, and there, it's funny, we talk about terrible twos and whiny sixes with kids. The people continue to go through developmental phases, and I'm in that developmental phase that says, I really want to give back. I want to give back to the thing that has made my life so rich. I really want to contribute back. And so this is one of my ways of doing that.
Awesome. Thank you. So if people want to reach out to you, what's the best way to do that?
I'm on LinkedIn all over the place. And they can get me at Diana at agilefluency.org. Pretty simple email address.
And your Twitter?
And Twitter is Diana of Portland. Yeah.
This was great. Thank you very much. It's great talking to you.
Thank you, Dave. I always enjoy talking to you.
This is great.